Hello and welcome to The Last Play with the Lords. I am your host, Megan Ben, and in our space today for this episode, we have the members of the women's soccer team. So we have Jamie, we have Kayla, and we have Sage. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Good. Okay, let's dive right into it. So you guys have had a great start to your season. Let's talk about Campus Cup and finally handing it to the Ridgebacks. How do you guys feel?
It's about time.
Yeah.
Long time in the waiting for this.
Yeah, it was a nice feeling to finally hold that trophy after watching them hold it for a minute.
Yeah, for sure.
Good. And a doubleheader, so the men won as well. So it's nice to see, that trophy be back in the Durham rewards box, which is really cool. How are you guys feeling about your season so far? So you've had a couple of games. Have you ironed out the kinks of new players? How is the team dynamic flowing?
We're still picking up a few, so we're still working in. We're doing a lot of team activities to kind of get that chemistry going on the field as well, which is a good start.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of new players this year, so it's a little harder this year. It's my third year, so I would say this year for sure. And we've had a lot of injuries as well. So it's just kind of trying to get chemistry and the ball moving and to get to know each other for sure.
How do you feel, Sage?
I agree with everything, to be honest. I think we've obviously gotten better from our first game, It's getting there, but we still have to work for it. But I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah.
So how many games have you guys played so far this season?
Six. Yeah.
And you guys had a game last night. How did that go?
Yes. We got the result we wanted to. We won, but not exactly as much as goals we wanted, but the result was there. We played as a team, so that was good.
Yeah, I think we were trying to rack up our goals to, get that goal differential looking good in the positives. But we weren't able to get that. But we still got it with the 3 points. So
it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
And speaking of goals, you are 2 goals away from tying the all-time Durham College record. How do you feel?
I don't even know. It's just kind of surreal. I don't even know how to feel about it.
He's just him.
Yeah, I just do my thing, to be honest.
Well, I hope you know how to feel when you beat it soon. So I see on the schedule that you guys have Algonquin coming up, and there are they a tough opponent for you, a mid? What is your... I'm not a soccer girl. I wish I could be, but what's your opinion?
I think we match up with them pretty well. Last time we played them, I believe it was a good matchup. We fell short of 2 goals. Personally, I'm going to give the last one to the ref. I'm going to say it's his fault, but that's my opinion.
Those refs.
Yeah, I think this time we have an opportunity to get our 3 points out of it because we held them down pretty well, and we were back and forth with them at their home. And so now it's our field, and it's our home, and we know how the field is, and it's bigger than theirs, so... Yeah, I think we have a better chance.
The home team advantage.
Yeah.
So you said you're in your 3rd year with the team?
Yeah.
You are in?
My second year.
Your 2nd year, and you?
Third
year. Okay.
Yeah.
So what has changed? So how did your... Okay, let's go back 3 seasons, if my math is correct. So 3 seasons ago. So when you guys are in your first year, there we go.
Yeah.
When your first year, how did the dynamics and the goals that you wanted to achieve, is that the same now for this season, or is that a bit different? I mean, I'm guessing you guys always want to win and you want to be successful and go to championships, but how has that changed between that season and now?
So the first season, we got 4th, and then last season we got 2nd, third. So this year, we're trying to get a little bit into the second, first category.
Medal match.
So try and get a little bit more ahead. But I think we're doing well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think what Jamie's saying, to be honest, we're supposed to have it this year, especially considering 2 Ontario teams go to nationals this year. So you make it to that gold medal game and you're going to nationals. So that's what we want, basically. That's what we're working towards right now.
So it feels like your year?
I hope so.
I hope so, too.
I hope it feels like your year, too.
Yeah,
No, that's good. Okay, and then looking forward from last season to this season, so you guys were obviously very successful walking away with a bronze medal. What do you need to do differently from last season to, or I guess from that semifinal to now to achieve your goal of getting to that gold medal game and going to nationals?
I think it's all about work. Like, we have to work hard. Like we were talking about earlier, the team is fairly new. So it's not like the chemistry isn't just there for it to be so easy for us to get to that game. Like, if we want that game, we're going to have to work for it. We're going to have to put in the effort. The team has to, you know, understand, okay, this player likes to do X, Y, and Z, and then this player's going to go over here and there, you know? So
Everyone has to adjust how they play to accommodate for everyone else, which is
Yeah.
important
Yeah.
to keep in mind.
Yeah. to
So
get
do
to
you
know
feel
each
like your style of playing is different now to accommodate those new pieces that you have in your lineup, or are you trying to work those players into how you're already playing? Like, what does that dynamic look like?
I think I'm still trying to figure that out myself. Because there's so many new players, I feel like it makes sense for me to adjust towards them. But then at the same time, like, it's not like all the new players play the same, you know? So it's like, do I just have them adjust to how I'm playing, or there? Yeah, it works some games, it doesn't others, but
And we
yeah.
also have a different like style of players this year as well. We have a lot more speed, I feel like,
Okay.
but more attacking this year, I'd say,
Okay.
and
that's
less
good.
defending.
Okay.
Would you guys agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
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 So more opportunities to score those goals and put up that differential that you guys were talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Just
like
have
to hear
to
it.
do it.
That being said, so I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought for a minute. Okay, so moving forward, let's talk about team dynamics then. So, so you're captain after 3 years. Were you captain last year as well?
No.
No. So stepping into your role as captain this year, what are your visions for the team, and how does that work into your style of play and the overall well-being of the team?
I'm just trying to be a leader. This year, I'm not actually on the pitch this season. I tore my ACL.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to trying
sorry.
to be a leader outside of the field.
Yeah.
Trying not even just like on the pitch, but outside. Like Kayla said and Sage said, we're trying to like build outside, try to do things as a team outside of the pitch. So that for sure, and yeah, just be a leader, I'd say. Yeah.
I feel that. I injured my MCL in our first tournament in the very first game, and so I had to sit for the rest of the games that day and our 2-day tournament this past week. But I think until you're in that position, I don't think people really appreciate a lot of the work that goes into off-field leadership.
Yes.
Like you see a lot of accolades and a lot of build-up for the people doing work on the field, but most successful teams, a lot of the work happens off the field and behind the scenes. And so I think it's really cool that like you recognize that and you want to step into that role. And I hope your team is appreciating that for you too, because it's a hard role to play when you're injured and you feel like you can't offer much on the pitch where like most of the results are going to come from. You want to make sure that you still have that involvement off the pitch. So I think that's like really worthwhile, and like I wish success to
We
you
do
for that.
appreciate you, Jamie.
Thank
There
you.
you go. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, let's have some fun. So let's pull out some most likelies. So
Okay.
who, I don't know if I should start off with the first one I had, but let's hit it. Who on the team is most likely to get injured in a game?
in game,
I'm saying Laura off the bat.
to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. She's injured both of her ankles this season.
Yeah.
Okay.
And her toe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe Izzy too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think a lot of our team is injury prone, so
Very.
yeah, it's hard to pick one.
It's not a game with us if somebody doesn't get injured.
Yeah.
At least one person.
Okay, that's good. Who is the funniest on the team?
Sage probably.
I was gonna say
Honestly.
Kayla, to be honest.
Yeah, these two right here.
Okay. Drop a joke. Tell me something funny.
Oh yikes! No,
No,
I
no?
can't just go like that. No, I'm not like.
I don't think I can
Off-rip
tell
funny.
any of my jokes.
Fair. Who is the best dancer? So if the music's going like before the game in the warm up, like who is the best dancer and gonna bust out a move?
It's
Sage.
Jamie.
Oh,
It's
Jamie?
Jamie.
Oh,
It's, them two are a
both of
tag
them?
team. It's a
We-
tag
Yeah,
team.
to be honest.
We do Soldier Boy before every
Okay.
game
Yeah.
together.
Mhm.
This season I can't do it, but last year we did it before every game.
So
So,
you're cranking that soldier
Yeah.
boy on the side? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to come to a game now and watch that. Don't worry, we'll run that back when we post the video. I'll make sure I get the video and we'll add it in. Okay. Who is most likely to talk back to the ref?
Ooh.
You know, Lately, I think it's been me. Me,
Alexis can too.
Alexis.
Right? Yeah.
Maybe Shelby.
I haven't heard it yet,
But the
though.
coach. Not the rep, but the coach.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know how it is for soccer, but in rugby, only your captain is allowed to talk to the ref. So does that work?
It's supposed to stay that way, but that's supposed
It's
to.
not like a rule per se, but like the etiquette is you leave it for your captain.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when
Sometimes
there's bad refs, it's kind of hard to just
so
shut up. And,
I know those experiences when you have the bad
Yeah.
ref, and sometimes I get a little ahead of myself, so I'll be like talking to my captain, but I'll say it loud enough for the ref to hear.
Yeah.
So I'll be like,
Yeah.
Maya, can you ask the ref? And like, she'll turn around and the rest will be like, I heard it. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm
That
glad
was the
you
point,
did.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But I promise I'm very respectful of refs at all times. You raised me well, Scott. I'm so respectful to the refs. Okay, who is most likely to be late for the bus?
The boys.
When we
To be
travel,
honest, to be
the
honest.
boys.
Oh, so you guys bus share when you travel to Williams?
When we like far away, like when we went to Ottawa, we did, and we were on time, but the boys made us late. So yeah,
Those dang
Yeah,
boys.
Boys.
it's always.
yeah. I feel like our team's pretty good.
If it is our team, it's just like the people stopping to get Starbucks on the
Yeah,
way.
to be honest.
But like
I
it's
feel like
Starbucks, so
we plan it better though, you know, like everyone will send their order to whoever's going, and
Exactly.
then like Maya will come and pick up me and Estelle, and we'll go to Starbucks. We'll get Starbucks for like Heather and Chloe, and then
Yeah.
the three of us, and yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart. See, we don't. So we play sevens in rugby, and the men play 15s, and so our schedules don't align. Like we're tournament style, even though we're a league sport, so we never get to travel with the boys. But they
Right.
hear like a 40-man roster anyway, so there would not be. enough
probably
Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
best
yeah.
that you don't travel with the
They smell
guys.
So bad.
I was
I
about to
can
say the
believe
same
that.
thing. I
It
couldn't
smells bad.
imagine.
What
So
that
bad.
bus smells like.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is the best hype man on the team?
Sage probably.
Sage.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it, but yeah.
Okay, you're breaking all the awards, even the most
Yeah.
likely's too.
Or Bryden, or Coach Bryden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to be honest, he's a great
Yeah.
hype
He's a good
man.
hype
Yeah,
man.
he's a great
Yeah.
hype
What
man.
does he say to you guys to get you like pumped up for a game?
I feel like with me and Bryden at least, like it's just like the dynamic we have. Like he doesn't have to say anything per se. Sometimes it's just eye contact and like like
His
we'll
attitude.
telepathically communicate. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he'll dap me up.
He's always
and
bringing
he'll
us
tell
the
me.
goods too.
Yeah.
Pre-game.
Does he brings you snacks?
Sometimes
Gatorade.
Gatorade.
We need him to have
Yeah.
a chat with my coach because we're not getting snacks. Okay. Last one, and I feel like this probably might go to Sage again. Who has the best Riz? They're looking at you, so
Are we
actually
talking
don't
on
know.
or off the field?
both. Okay, let's start with on the field. Who has the best on-field Riz?
What is on-field Riz though?
I don't
Is it
know.
how we
That's
talk
why
to
I
each
was,
other?
I was hoping you were gonna tell me.
Alright.
Okay, what's the best? Let's go with off-field. What's the best? Who has the best off-field Riz?
Probably Sage. I
Yeah.
feel like.
Sage,
Sage.
breaking all the records.
Yeah.
What's something you
feel
would
like-
say off-field? That's appropriate.
That's appropriate. You just gotta give a nice compliment, but like it's gotta be a compliment where it's like they put effort into it. You know, like she did her hair this morning. Like your hair looks good today. You know,
Okay, that would Riz me if someone said that to me. But like, what hair, Megan? Okay.
It's a thought. He said it's a
The
thought.
thought. It is the thought. Actually,
Yeah.
I did. This is gonna sound funny. I did do my hair for this episode, so I was not rocking the blonde for the longest time, and I put it back in. So like, I did do my hair. For
It does
this.
look good.
Thank
Love
you.
it.
It's
Thank you.
iconic.
Such good Riz. Okay.
Okay.
Moving on. So you guys have been. You're in your second year. You guys are in your third year. You guys have been athletes for a long time. So I guess you guys could say you know the ropes of what it's like to be a varsity athlete. What piece of advice would you give to high school athletes who want to pursue post-secondary athletics?
I'd say right now fitness is a big component.
Mhm.
Like you gotta be fit on the field, and
I-
that's like something a lot of teams struggle with. I'd
Mhm.
say. So, fitness is a big.
I agree with fitness, but I also think that they have to be ready for the intensity. Like before I came here, I was practicing like 2 times a week and a game. You know, it's like 3 days a week, and we practice like let's just say 5 times a week. You know, like we'll throw in the weekend games. Sometimes it's 4 practices a week if it's a doubleheader on the weekend. You know, so I think not in a, like I'm not going to tell you, oh, go out and practice every single day, but you just have to be prepared for that.
Yeah, and with that comes like time management as well. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you're like, because you have to be in school, you have to know how to stay on top of your work as well. Yeah, and also like just don't be nervous or anything. Like I think a lot of people are like they're good enough to play varsity sports. They're nervous, right?
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, I would just say just go out there and do your best, and even if you're a walk on, you know, yeah.
Were any of you guys recruited or walk-ons or what?
I was a walk-on. I wasn't supposed to come to school, and then I came to Campus Cup, and I knew one of the girls on the team, and she said, like, come out, like, you know, like, you should come out, and I came out, and yeah.
Look at
Loved
you
her
now.
every
You
day.
have it
Yeah.
now. That's amazing. And yourselves?
I did some emailing with the coach,
Okay.
so I got in contact.
I was recruited by the old coach.
Okay. That's the big thing. Reach out to coaches. Let them know you're coming. Send them
Yes.
some film. Like
Send them
that's
your
really good.
schedule, because they might make time to come see you.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Exactly.
Send your schedule. Okay. What would you go back and say to yourself in first year? Like, what piece of advice would you give to yourself in first year?
Relax, to be honest. Like, I feel like coming on to a new team, like, I, for most of my life, have played on the same soccer team. And so for me to go on to a new team where I don't know anybody, I am also living out here at school. Like, it's a new place. Everything was just very new, and I felt like I was just a little nervous for it, you know, and I feel like going into the team, not that I necessarily have any regrets with this, but I feel like I was always just trying to, like, you know, fit in and, like, do what everyone else is doing, and I don't, like, feel like there was a need for that at all.
Yeah, to hop
I
on
fe-
what, yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
no, you could talk.
Sorry. To hop on what Jamie said, to, like, the new people, I would say, like, don't be so nervous. Like, I was so, like, scared all the time. I was always trying to, like, and then you just, like, mess yourself up, and then you're
Yeah.
always, like, comparing, and, like, it's just do you for
Yeah.
you. Like,
It's
you're
like
working
you
for
psych
you, for your
yourself
spot on the
out.
team. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
Like-
be scared of the senior players.
Don't be.
Yeah, to
yeah.
be honest.
Don't be.
I feel like first year coming on, there's always, like, a little bit of nerves because, like, you expect everyone to have been here for so long, and, like, everyone who's older. I think what I realized is that everyone who's older, you would have expected them to have been on the team, like, since they came out of high school, but that's not the case. Like, I feel like ever. Like, there's always someone who's older and is a rookie, you know?
Can admit, I was that older rookie player. I'm old. Well, I am the oldest on the team. Probably the oldest Durham College athlete we have currently. I won't say my age because it's going to hurt my heart. But no, like, that's so true. I think being an older athlete has a different dynamic. And I remember being, like, a walk-on rookie and people asking me questions. And I'm like, obviously, I'm older. But I was like, you need to ask the young ones because actually I don't know. But, you know, I think we have, like, an amazing varsity culture here at Durham College, and ever since I started here 4 years ago in 2021, I think it was like love at first sight might be a little much, but, like, I definitely fell in love with our program, the supports we have in place, like all of our athletic staff, and I think we have, like, one of the best varsity cultures in the OCAA. Like, look at us being able to just have this conversation today. But I think the camaraderie that we have between all of the teams, between our men's and women's teams, our DC for DC in that competition and that healthy rivalry, and we want everybody to do good for the Lords, and
Yeah.
so I think that's pretty special. And I don't know if other schools have that going on for them, but it's definitely a spark that we have here.
It's very involved here.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, and that brings me to my last question. What is your favorite part about being a DC athlete?
The friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
feel-
my teammates.
Yeah, I feel like it's really enjoyable to go to practice. Like, I've not always had that growing up. Like, I obviously love soccer and, like, I love my friends, but it's just, like, to the point where I just, like, I don't really want to go. Like, it's just, I'm not really having fun. But, like, I've never had, like, came across that thought here. And I think it's, yeah, definitely our teammates are,
I feel
are the
like,
best.
to add on to what Jamie's saying, I hear a lot about some teams who have, like, in-team beef, you know? Like, and I think we're very lucky to be a team that doesn't have any of that. Like, everybody gets along. I'm not going to say everybody's the best of friends, but no, like, to what I've seen at least, nobody has a problem with each other. Like, we're all
Yeah,
cool.
everyone just gets along.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that.
our dynamic is pretty good.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second up would be the merch, but
Oh,
Yeah,
I
facts.
love me some Durham College merch. Okay, the green jackets this year, I was just like,
fire.
yes, vibing.
Love
with
it.
Those are really good. And I like that we have our sport on our backpack now. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is
I agree.
The rugby team, people think that we got, like, athletics gave us Crocs. We just went out and bought, like, DC green Crocs. So we're all rocking our Crocs with the DC Gibbet.
That's awesome.
Scott Dennis, if you're listening, I would love if we could get Nike tracksuits. I know we're in Adidas
Agreed.
school, but
Agreed.
the Nike Fleece Tech tracksuits, I think I
Yeah.
saw Seneca in them. They're
No,
Yes.
for real. Yeah.
they're wavy. So.
And their jerseys as well are sick.
They're so nice.
I'm still trying to get the gibbet, okay?
You still haven't
I
got a
still
gibbet?
haven't got
You
the
gotta
gibbet.
reach out to Cole.
Yeah,
reach out to
man.
Cole.
I got you,
We
don't
need
worry,
more
I got you.
gibbets,
Beefing with
please.
Cole.
Yeah, reach out to Cole. I think Cole has them, but we should have DC branded Crocs. So
I agree.
I feel like that would
completely
be
agree.
We
a
should
great
like get
partnership.
special green and gold Crocs.
Right?
you
Special
We
know?
green.
get every accessory piece but the shoes.
But some shoes.
We get the
you know?
hats, like everything. Where's
Yeah.
the shoes?
I mean, they have some nice. Oh, Adidas RMDs. Okay, green ones would look really nice with the tracksuit. So,
Agreed.
You know which shoe I have been plotting since my first year,
what
knowing
shoe?
pine green Jordan 3s. I'm a big sneakerhead, I
Okay,
will say.
I can
But
bust down with some Jordans.
yeah.
I'm happy with the Sambas. Like,
Actually, you know
Valid.
what? Sambas are in right now, and
They
they're
are.
Adidas too. We could vibe with that.
Yes.
Like we need
Yeah.
to place like a group order for Sambas.
Sambas.
I mean,
Shout out
the
to
men's
Scott
team did
Dennis.
it, so
Scott Dennis,
The
please.
men's team did it.
Yeah.
I
They
gotta
used their budget to get Sambas.
I don't even know how much is in our rugby budget. We gotta look into that.
Yeah.
Adidas,
should
if you're
too.
listening,
Yeah,
sponsor us
facts.
with some Sambas.
Please.
You know what? Okay, well, it has been so lovely talking to you guys. I wish you all the best this weekend with your game against Algonquin, and I would really love to see you guys in the gold medal match this year. Thanks for chatting with me. So we've had the lovely Jamie, Kayla, and Sage. And coming up next week, we have a chat with women's rugby. So that is my team. We're excited to bring them out here. And please don't forget to follow the Media Hub on social media. So at DCSA Media Hub. You can also follow the women's soccer team on Instagram at Durham Lords WSOC Women's Soc. And you can catch me on the Durham Lords Women's Rugby page at DCW Rugby. It has been lovely chatting with you here today. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
thank you.